But first we'll be watching a report about an event that took place here in Cairo. It was aimed at stopping being passive and negative and starting changing the world by correcting everyday habits. That was the slogan of the Smart Carnival that took place on Friday, October the 1st at the Smart Village Club. And the carnival was a cycling event aimed at raising environmental awareness and organized by non-governmental organizations. Nahdat al-Mahrousa Wadi Environmental Science Center, Spirit of Youth Organization, Group Bicycle Initiative, and the American University in Cairo Green Hands Club. This report aimed at raising awareness on issues of environment and environment protection. And Yasmin Ibrahim has the story and will be back.
Act today, save tomorrow. This was the slogan of Smart Carnival, a cycling event in which cyclists ranging from professionals to novices came together in the early morning from Cairo to the 6th of October to raise environmental awareness in support of the Global 350 organization campaign for stopping the climate crisis.
The 350 is the number of carbon items, 350 part per million part. This is the optimum number. This is what we need to have. In fact, last year we had the amount was 385. Currently it's 392. It's increasing. We need to decrease it. We need to decrease the amount of carbon in the air.
The carnival featured a number of activities other than cycling, including a musical concert and environmental booths which played an active role in spreading information about solar energy, trash segregation, and other ways for attendees to reduce their carbon footprints.
We're here trying to raise awareness on green technologies. We have a solar water heater, a solar cooker, we have a solar battery charger, solar film, just some displays of stuff that we actually use at our center.
We're targeting mainly at-home usage and personal usage. Things like for example, using reusable bags, for example, bags that you can do at home from old newspapers that you have lying around.
Optimism was the general feeling at Smart Carnival. Participants thought it was a great chance to stop being negative and passive and start changing the world. Even young children were keen to attend as they enjoyed their time learning and playing.
I come today with my dad to playing and ride a bicycle.
Our main aim is to make people aware of the environmental situation that's going on in Egypt.
It's changed our life totally. Biking made us more healthier and made us think in another way of thinking. We usually think that like a driver of the car thinking, but now we are walking in the streets and see everything from another perspective.
A great idea and a wonderful event that brought together people from different age groups to cycle, run and learn different ways to save our environment. This is Yasmin Ibrahim reporting for Nile Cruise.
Right, we're back. That was our report on Cycling for Change, and we have with us one of the organizers of this event, Sarah Rifat, who's with us today. Hello, Sarah. And we
young ladies, and first of all, Sarah, it was an event which was a mixture of both sports and environmental awareness. So tell us, how did you organize this event?
Well, a group of us who were involved with 350, organizing for 350 last year, we came together because this year 350 are having a campaign called the 10-10-10 Global Work Party. Basically, they're trying to encourage people in each of the countries of the world to create work parties, that's what they call them, or events where they actually work on solving the climate crisis. As the report indicated, 350, this is the optimum level for carbon dioxide, the concentration in the atmosphere. Currently we are at 390, and this is what's causing global warming and climate change. So, and the climate change problem is also linked to other problems, like for example, in Egypt locally, transportation. We have a problem with there are too many cars, and there's pollution also, so all of that is linked. It's on a local scale, but it's also linked to the bigger problem, which is climate change. So all of these things, like clean energy booths, and all of these things were meant to link all of that with clean transportation, which is why we had cycling part of the event.
How was it received? Did you get results? You felt you achieved what you wanted to do?
Yes, this is like it's part of an ongoing, long-term goal. Like all the NGOs there, they're actively working in all of these fields. So this one day isn't supposed to like solve the problem, but it's a step in the right direction. Also cycling, like I'm a cyclist, and I'm interested in pushing the cycling movement in Egypt, and I think this day actually like got a lot of people who didn't know that there was a cycling movement in Egypt to actually join in, and so we had a very huge turnout actually. So this was actually great. This was what we wanted actually. So,
and Sarah, tell us who participated in this event. Were they mainly professional cyclists or amateurs, or?
It was a mixture actually, but mostly amateurs and people who actually cycle actively every day, but they don't enter races. They're not professional in that sense.
Those people who actually actively cycle every day, where do they do it?
Some people actually cycle to work. Actually, like we had the event at Smart Village, and there's a group of young men and women who actually cycle from Lebanon Square, and they come from different parts of Cairo. They all meet in Lebanon Square and actually cycle together to Smart Village. There are also other people who are part of like I'm in the Cairo Cyclist Club, so there are definitely like guys and girls who actually go to their work. I've started actually taking my bicycle on short trips, like next to my house, and part of what we're doing is we want to nurture this culture of cycling, because we think that it's a solution for many of the like our problems locally, and of course on a global scale, climate change. Like cycling is really gaining ground in Europe and in so many countries, and we just want Cairo to also benefit from that. So yeah, there are definitely lots of people who are now becoming more interested in cycling, I would say.
Egyptians, cycling is a sport,
yes.
and you can reach to the Egyptians by sport. And from your point of view, do we have this inside us?
Yes.
This concept of having a healthy sports life?
I think there's definitely a large need for it. People are starting to feel that the day-to-day, life, the daily grind is really starting to affect people's health. So lots of people. There's a weekly ride on Friday morning. So this is nice for people who don't otherwise have an opportunity to cycle. So there are many groups who do that every week, and this has attracted lots of people who actually want that too. Like like people ranging from ages of 10 to 50. So, and even 60, like there was this man who's 63 who like used to come out with us. So the thing is, I think in Cairo there is a growing need for exercise, because that's linked to wellness, and people recognize that. I think anyone can recognize that after you exercise you always feel good, you feel better, your health is better, even your mental state is much better after you exercise.
But were there any social or cultural concerns, especially among young ladies like you, who would be reluctant to cycle in the streets of Cairo?
Definitely. That's the first question that anyone asks about the cycling groups. But the positive thing about cycling in a group is that you feel safer. And so and usually like there are more girls than guys actually, like on the weekly rides. Because guys can very easily cycle on their own, but girls, like it's an opportunity for them to actually go and experience this, because otherwise they always feel like all these barriers, like cultural and fear, and people like if you want to do it, someone will come and say, oh no, you're a girl, how, and the people are, yeah, what are you doing? People are gonna harass you. It's too dangerous. Some people can't even, like, some girls, they never learned how to ride bicycles because of that. So actually, some people they approached us and they asked, okay, I want to ride, but I don't know how. And actually, on the day on the Smart Carnival, one of my friends, one of my colleagues in the Cairo Cyclist Club, actually taught 2 girls how to ride a bicycle on that day. So that was a good thing, you know, like.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And we'd like to thank you so much, young ladies. Sarah Rifat, one of the organizers of the Cycling for Change event. We thank you so much for.
And Sarah, good luck in your attempts and cycling for change.
Maybe you'll be joining her soon.
Yes, maybe going cycling
Yes.
or a change as well.
Please do.
Thank you very much.